Hey everybody, before we get into this video of how the villains in the Eternals are connected to Shang-Chi, we have a trivia question for you. This one is an Eternals question. It has to do with our purple mad titan, Thanos. Who is the brother of Thanos in the Eternals group? Let us know if you know that in the comments below, and if you get it right, we'll be sure to give you a like. Now let's get started with this really actually pretty fascinating connection video. So I get it, I know you guys like to watch compilations and interviews, but this connection point is one of interest. Now, I don't know how it's going to play into the grander scheme of the MCU, but Shang-Chi and the Eternals brought in some really interstellar, mind-bending concepts that we haven't had in Marvel so far. We are far past the days of the tin Iron Man suit and the super serum that makes Captain America. Now, I know that Eternals didn't land super well with the audience, but it still was an establishing film, opening up our horizons for what's out there when it comes to Celestials and other outer-worldly alien beings that could totally wreck Earth. The main antagonist of the Eternals is clearly the Deviants. This is who they were commanded to take on, and actually basically take on anyone else besides the Deviants. The Deviants were the scourge on the planet, and they killed every human as much as possible all the time. That's what they were doing. Or were they doing more? So Marvel has a long history. A history of how there's been times and eras and thousands of years, millions of years that have gone by. Well, it actually shows that perhaps the mythical creatures in Shang-Chi were actually a part of Earth at one point. The legends, the stories of all these amazing creatures, maybe they were actually on Earth. And in the MCU, apparently they were, but the theory here is that the Eternals Deviants had something to do with them hiding away. So in Shang-Chi, we do get the explanation of how we have things like the dragon and the little faceless creature with the wings and everyone else in between, that there's a portal between 𝘨𝘪𝘏 and Earth. But what if they weren't always there? What if there was a time long ago when those things actually resided on the Earth? This would explain a lot of the mythos that you have in the Greek mythology, and a lot of the Chinese history with dragons. I mean, there's a plethora of this information. How did it all get there? Now, I'm not talking about historically actual day, but when it comes to the MCU, they have an explanation that there was a time where the dragons roamed the Earth with the humans, where there was mythical creatures all about, but something drove them away. Something pushed them back through the portal. And this just really puts on the map potentially how strong the Deviants are. In a recent Marvel comic series, it's called The Eternals, the 500-Year War, where apparently the Deviants would attack the mythical creatures. Actually, the Deviants were so powerful that that massive dragon that we saw take on that whatever that thing was coming out the portal in Shang-Chi actually gets killed by a Deviant, taken down. Icarus and Cersei unable to save it, and they mourn the loss of this dragon. Even Icarus damages the Deviant, but not enough to even kill it. So the theory here is that actually the legends of such fabled creatures as the Minotaur, giant sea serpents, centaurs, and even dragons, the reason that they've fallen off the map, that they're no longer on Earth, that they're hiding in their portals back in 𝘨𝘪𝘏 or wherever else there might be a portal, is because the Deviants tortured and throughout the Earth pushed back mythical creatures so they're no longer exploring the Earth that we know and love now. Now, how does this play into the greater scheme of the MCU? I have no idea. But all I know is the MCU doesn't do things on accident, and connecting the Deviants to the mythical creatures in Shang-Chi is not by mistake. Well, everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you made it through that, hey, let us know that you made it through it in the comments below, because I appreciate it. If you want best supporters here, you can like, subscribe, and turn notifications, because it really does help us here at the channel. And the answer to that Marvel trivia question, who is the brother of Thanos? That is Eros, and as you saw, Harry Styles is going to be playing Eros in the upcoming whatever film that may be, whatever they choose to do with that. So that will be pretty interesting. Well, guys, once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.